Hello and welcome to Event Head TV. Today I have the beautiful Melissa Farrugia here with me, and we are actually sitting on a bed in the John Olsen penthouse in the beautiful Olsen Hotel, feeling very luxurious.
Very much so.
But Melissa is the owner of Soul Wellness, which is a kinesiology practice, and I have her here with us today to talk about the role that workshops play in service-based businesses. Welcome, Melissa.
Thank you, Jade.
Thank you so much for coming and chatting with me today.
Thank you for inviting me.
No worries. So for the people watching, can you please tell us about Soul Wellness and what you do within your practice?
Yeah, sure. So Soul Wellness has been around for about 5.5, 6 years, and it's grown really gradually and really organically, which has been fantastic. It started primarily as one-on-one kinesiology sessions, and I did that for the first, say, 3 years, and then started to branch out into different events. So e-courses, workshops, in-person work, obviously in the workshops, but also online Skype sessions. So it's really evolved over time.
Yeah, it's amazing. So how did it evolve from the one-on-one work into your beautiful workshops? Because I had the pleasure of attending one, and I loved it. I learnt so much from it. What was the process or the thinking behind moving into that area?
I think teaching has always been a really natural thing for me to do. So it was a natural transition to take the knowledge that I'd been learning and had been passing on one-on-one to clients that would come to see me. The natural evolution to then think, well, how can this be shared with more people? The first event that I did, it was online, and it was all about breathing and connecting in with breathwork. And that evolved primarily because I noticed when clients were consciously focusing on their breathing during kinesiology sessions, the energy shifts would occur in a much more profound way. So they were engaging with their body, engaging with their breath. And it's something that's so simple, and we do it all the time, but when you're quite conscious about the way that you're doing it, it can connect you with so many beautiful parts of yourself and who you are. So that was the very first online event that I did. But Balance Your Body, the workshop that you came to, that again, it was a very organic process to developing that. I was with friends at lunch, and we were talking about supplements and understanding what your body actually needed, because your body's constantly shifting, constantly changing, and we're so individual as well, so one thing isn't going to be right for all of us. And it was actually just a throwaway comment, and I said to them, oh, I just muscle test that, and then I know what my body needs. And they said to me, well, can you create a workshop around that? And I said, yeah, sure. And I put it out to my audience and said, is this something that you'd like to learn? And it was a really positive response that I got back from it. So I developed the all-day workshop from that conversation, essentially, and then started thinking about the processes that I teach to my one-on-one clients, and the stuff that people really get a lot out of, and created the course and the event from that.
So it was all really natural and organic the way it happened.
Very much so.
Because that was a question I was going to ask you, was how did you come up with the idea for this? But really it was just something that you noticed and you were conscious of, and you thought, I can do this in this type of setting, and it will lend itself to a range of different people. So mainly your clients, but also people who are familiar with you but haven't worked one-on-one with you yet.
Absolutely. I think the one-on-one sessions, they actually, they're for people who need the deep hand-holding work, the people that are going through personal growth and transformation. And the workshops are fantastic for still transformation, because with knowledge we automatically transform. However, it's in a different space, and it's in a different setting. So there's not so much the one-on-one work, but it's the group environment and the group dynamic that people will get a lot out of, because as one person's learning, then the rest of the group also learns and grows and evolves together. So.
Oh, I love that so much. Oh my God, I'm such a workshop nerd. Everything that you say, I'm like, yes.
Absolutely.
So how often are you holding your workshops? And is there a particular reason why?
I used to plan my workshops. So every 3 months, hold a workshop. I discovered that it didn't necessarily work for me in that way, so to come from a more intellectual space. So, and look, a lot of the work that I teach is becoming embodied and becoming really heart-centered in the way that you live. So to plan from a logical perspective has never really worked for me because it's not what I'm teaching. So I really plan my workshops based on the need. So if clients actually start asking when the next workshop is, then I'll set a date for it. But also I'll get a sense and I'll get a feeling, okay, it's time to host the next workshop. So it's really, yeah, feeling, I suppose.
Yeah. That's how I run my business too. And I think that if you're really in tune with your business and your clients, that you can absolutely do that and it will be very successful.
Absolutely.
And your workshops are. How has doing workshops opened you up to new business and even your ongoing clients and the one-on-one work you do with them?
So it's opened up, so with the one-on-one clients that I already see, I think it gives them more tools so that they can remain balanced and connected to themselves in day-to-day life. With new clients, I think some people can be, with I guess the nature of the work that I do, a little bit hesitant because it is deep transformational work and you've got to be ready for that. So I think for the people who haven't already been working for me, the workshops and the events that I run are an opportunity for them to work with me if they've been wanting to, and maybe go to a point that they feel comfortable with. So it's kind of just opening up the door for them to see if we resonate with one another as well, and to see the type of work that I do in a different way.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice, I feel, it's always nice when there's a bit of a taster that you can get with someone before you really deep dive into that one-on-one work, because then you get the beautiful connection to you and they get to know you and warm up to you.
Absolutely.
So do you use it as a bit of a marketing tool then, would you say, or you just do it because you love it?
I do. I very much do it because I love it, and it comes from that feeling space. And I rarely go into, well, this is a marketing plan and this is a way to attract new clients, because I really do believe if people need to be at the workshop or at the event, then they will be, for whatever their reason is. And that's the reason why I hold these workshops and these events.
Yeah. Aww.
So, yeah.
I love it. I love it. So for any service-based businesses watching, what would be your top tips for them if they're looking to hold their own workshops?
I think it's really important to love what you're teaching.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think it's also really easy to get caught up into how other people do it. And I think that there's a big thing about pushing out workshops and pushing out services and a really quick turnaround. And the thing that's always worked best for me is slow, organic, creative growth. It's taken me a while, and it took me a while to really trust that process. But it's also been an enormous lesson, because of the things that I've wanted to push out there, they've never really been successful, and I've never felt great about it either. So it's really trusting your own process, trusting what feels right for you, and doing it because you love it. Because when you love it, people are going to want that from you. Yeah,
I so agree with that. And it goes back to backing yourself, and you know, there isn't one right way for everybody, and workshops are a personal thing, and you are bringing your own personality to it and your own love.
Absolutely.
So it makes sense that you do it intuitively and in a way that feels good for you.
Absolutely. And giving yourself time as well to embody what you're teaching, because there's also a thing of learning something and straight away wanting to, you know, go and share it with everyone and share it with the world. I mean, there's actually a mentoring program that I'm writing at the moment. I've been writing it for 1.5 years, you know, and had I had thought it would take me 1.5 years, I probably would have felt uncomfortable about that if I was basing my business on particular goals or particular strategies. But it's just taken 1.5 years to create it, and it might take another 6 months to create it, but when it then is offered, it's coming from a really embodied place. So I think it's also really important to take your time and really know what you're offering.
Oh my God, you're a girl after my own heart. I'm like, yes, you have to live it before you can teach it.
Totally, absolutely.
Yeah,
Yes.
give yourself permission to do really good, purposeful work.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's absolutely imperative.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. Well, so much amazing advice in there from Melissa. And if you want to see more of Melissa's work or check out her Balance Your Body workshops, you just need to go to www.soulwellness.com.au. Thank you so much, Melissa.
Thank you, Jay. This is amazing. Thank you.